Hey Star Fam, thanks for tuning in. We're here again today for another quick energy check-in using the Oracle of the Hood. Okay, and clarifying with the Atro Tarot deck. Alright, so getting right into it. I do hope you're all keeping well. This is just going to be a quick general reading to see if we can get a bit of a snapshot to see what the energies are like around my Star Fam. As it's a general read, it might not resonate with everyone. If not to worry, I got plenty other readings posted. Feel free to have a look through my channel, and I'm sure you'll find something that'll resonate with your situation. Okay, so getting right into it. Let's see what's going on with my Star Fam. What is going on with my Star Fam? Oh, okay. Alright, bear with me a second, guys. Let me just grab those cards. Got Neighborhood Watch. Oh. Soul Ties. The Box. The OGs. And then Invigoration. Okay. Bear with me a second. Oh, sorry. Right, so Neighborhood Watch. Protect what's yours like your life depends on it. Soul Ties, the irresistible desire to be irresistibly desired. The Box, don't be a prisoner to things you can't change. The OGs, learn from the mistakes of your elders. And then Invigoration, rest is not a waste of your time. Alright, guys, so hang on a second, let me take this all in. Okay. This kind of feels like a tale of loyalty. You know what I mean? Because with Neighborhood Watch, again, about protecting what's yours like your life depends on it. But I mean, with this one, this kind of more feels like you've got people looking out for you, you know? And I kind of get the feeling that this is maybe not just your friends. It could be friends, obviously, like people around you that care about you. But you know what I mean? This could also kind of be like, you know, neighbors, co-workers, maybe people who would more be fall under the category of like acquaintances. For whatever reason, this is also kind of witnesses as well too. You know what I mean? And then with Soul Ties, the desire to be desired. You know what I mean? I kind of get the feeling that this might be like someone who's witnessed somebody doing something shady behind someone's back. I get the feeling that there might have been like a third party situation, or like a suspected third party situation. You know what I mean? Because like, yeah, even though this is Soul Ties, it's like the irresistible desire to be irresistibly desired. Guys, you know what it's like when, you know, you're with somebody who takes up a lot of attention, you know what I mean? And it's like people like that who constantly need attention and validation, and like especially from the opposite sex, like, you know, women are like this, guys are like this as well too. Those who tend to be like the serial cheaters, you know what I mean? Because they constantly running from person to person, just looking for that validation. You know what I mean? In a sense, it's like a irresistible desire to be irresistibly desired. Hmm. You know, so with this, it's like just be careful who you're tying your soul to, so to speak, you know, because I get the feeling that there's somebody who's seen somebody doing something sneaky. Reason I'm saying that is because we got the Box here. You know what I mean? Don't be a prisoner to things that you can't change. So that could be like the fact that you cannot change this person, and they're always just going to be a serial cheater, like, and always going to be running around behind you, or behind your back. You know what I mean? But I kind of also get the feeling with the box is that like it could be maybe not necessarily that you're in jail, but there's like a situation where for whatever reason the two of you just, you can't be together. It could be like you're in like I want to say like a soldier or something, like you're away in the army, so if for whatever reason you guys, or it could not necessarily army, but like you could also just be like traveling a lot for work, and so it's kind of like a situation where the cat's away the mice shall play kind of thing. So it's like you know what I mean? So that's kind of when I'm feeling like that's the energy that I'm getting from the box. I don't really necessarily feel like, anyone's necessarily in jail, so to speak. I mean, it could very well be, but I just, I don't. Not all of you, right? I get the feeling it's more like a prisoner to circumstances in the sense that, you're being sent away for work and like you can't get back home, to catch your partner out or to, you know, see what's going on. But don't worry, because I get the feeling that like, there are witnesses to what's going on. So people do kind of know what is happening, right? But then like next we've got the OGs. Learn from mistakes of your elders. So again, with the neighborhood watch and OGs, I kind of get the feeling that it's like friends who, well, first of all, it's friends who are going to be there for you no matter what, especially if some of them have gone through it. You know what I mean? Especially if this is a military thing. So this could be military buddies. But I get the feeling with it being the OGs, it's more like, friends from childhood. You know what I mean? Could be families, cousins, whatever. But with these two cards together, Neighborhood Watch and the OGs, I just get the feeling that you're definitely, you've got people watching out for you. You know what I mean? People who've got your back. You know? Yeah, I just get the feeling that it's like more than one people know about this infidelity. It's really weird that the soul ties card is coming up for like as infidelity because, it's soul ties, you would think. But I just get the feeling that, yeah, it's just something about the irresistible desire to be irresistibly desired. It's like somebody, yeah, somebody's just not being faithful because again, someone isn't around for whatever reason, whether it's work, jail, whatever. You know what I mean? And so it's like they're just playing around, but you've got witnesses, right? And next we've got is invigoration. Rest is not a waste of time. Again, especially if this is like something that's kind of driving you a bit crazy, thinking over and over. You could be getting a break from the situation. Yeah, this is getting a break from the situation. Right. The OG is taking you on a break, to get your mind off of the situation. Take your friends, your family, whoever, take them up on whatever offer to get away from it or whatever. Because again, like I mentioned, you do have people on your side and there are people that do care about you and that have seen what's going on and can tell you everything that's been happening. You know what I mean? I get the feeling that for some of you as well too with the invigoration card, it's almost like you're kind of relieved that this is finally out now. Because it's like some of you've wanted to leave for a while, but it's like this person might have been really manipulative and it's like nobody would believe that they've been sneaking out on you. You know what I mean? So it's like almost like you're relieved that this is kind of come to surface. And it's like now you kind of like, yeah, it's almost like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. Now that everybody's kind of like seen who this person is. Or even just like the comfort and security of knowing that you're not alone in this and that you do have people on your side and, people who got your back. Whoa, guys. Ooh, all right, let's see if we could go a little bit deeper and clarify it with the Atro Tarot deck. See if maybe we can get a little bit more information on the spread. Whoa, I'm so sorry for those of you who are going through this, but at the same time, at least it's good that you know. Especially if you don't have any kids together yet. I feel like if there are kids, it's kind of like a stepkids. It's like this other person's kids, so it's not like your bio kids that we're dealing with. But it's not your bio kid, basically, if there are children in this. Oh. Okay, yeah. So the first cards out, we've got the Tower and, yep, the Six of Swords. So again, Tower card being a major arcana card, and as you can see, it's like, the tower is coming down. So this could be something that's come as a surprise. Um, which, I mean, for some of you, it could have been a surprise, but I kind of get the feeling that at the end of the day, this is more about the destruction. I kind of get the feeling that this surprise, the tower coming down, is more the other person, them finding out, them being found out, and this is like their house of cards just coming crashing down on them. You know what I mean? It's like, again, I get the feeling that, I don't know, it's like they gotten so used to sneaking around that they just got bold and stopped trying to hide anymore, almost kind of deal, which is how they ended up getting found out. And so I just get the feeling that this is the world come crashing around them. You know what I mean? And if you even look at the cards, it's like you got here a king and a fool. You know what I mean? So it's like someone's definitely been foolish, or the king has been played as a fool. You know what I mean? But definitely this fool, they're their castles come crumbling down now. You know what I mean? And then with the next card we've got is the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is about moving on. So it's like, yeah, definitely that massive ending. This big catastrophic ending. And then moving forward. Let's see if we can get a little bit more information. But yeah, this is definitely the person getting found out, and just basically all their lies, all the deceit, all of that coming out in the open. You know what I mean? And then this is moving on, moving forward. I feel like this is you leaving them, once you found out. Because as you can see, these people, like, they're looking quite sorrowful. And again, this is about moving on to calmer water. So traditionally, this kind of card would come up, like, again, at the end of a massive fight, two people going in their separate corners. You know what I mean? That kind of situation. Moving on to warmer, calmer waters of the mind. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, it could also be physical move as well, too. And yeah, I kind of feel like with this, it's just, that's it. Everything that's happening, and they're just kind of walking out and leaving them. Taking your kids and everything and just leaving. I mean, what else is there to say? Like, good for you for not sticking around and, like, putting up with any of this stuff. But I definitely get the feeling that they're feeling it now. You know what I mean? I kind of get the feeling that they're definitely embarrassed. Which is kind of weird, especially considering how bold some of them were getting. I don't know. Some of you are definitely getting narcissistic vibes. And again, I'm sorry that you're having to deal with that. But again, good for you for not sticking around and just getting the heck out of there. There's no reason for you to, like, stay around and continue to accept poor behavior. And if you got the means to, then yeah, absolutely. I get for some of you as well, too, this was kind of like a... Just you were the one who pulled the trigger to blow everything up. And just kind of walking away from the explosion kind of deal. Alright, let's see. I mean, for those of you, like, nice. Yeah, let's see if we can get a little bit more information. Just tell me a little bit more about this spread. And that again would explain why you guys are feeling so relaxed and invigorated after just dropping the bomb. All right, so the next card out, we've got the Four of Cups. Okay, so with this one, it could be usually about boredom. As you can see, we've got this person sat here at this tree, and they've got, they're literally being they're literally being offered a cup from out of thin air. You know what I mean? But they're sitting here with their hands crossed in front of their chest, just looking bored with the offer. So I kind of get the feeling that this is going to be just you not accepting any apologies, honestly. Because I do get the feeling that they are going to try to come back and apologize. Could also be just like turning down all offers in general for love, romance in the future. Some of you might be feeling like, oh, you can't trust anymore. You'll never be able to trust again. That kind of deal. And just not wanting to like date or anything. You know what I mean? Because again, here with this Four of Cups, you've got like the symbolism of the Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups is about celebrations, good times with friends. I mean, it could be a third party situation, but and then again, you've got the one cup over here that kind of represents the symbolism of the Ace of Cups. So it's kind of like this person is just bored and doesn't want to accept any celebrations as represented by the Three of Cups, and he just doesn't want anything like new either. You know what I mean? Like this person is just bored and just not exactly in the best headspace. I think again it's like I'm getting mopey vibes, but again, I mean that's kind of to be sort of expected, especially after coming off this kind of situation and kind of maybe being a little bit closed off to starting a new relationship. You know what I mean? And not really particularly feeling like celebrating and going out and getting drunk and trying to forget everything. You know what I mean? Like most people, when they do have like a really bad breakup, the first thing that they want to do is either go out and get drunk with friends, or like, what does it say? The best way to get over another person is to get under someone else. So it's like, but you're not interested. You're not interested in any new offers, and you're not interested in going out and partying with anyone. You're just kind of like in meh kind of mode. You know what I mean? But that's kind of understandable, especially after having found out, about this situation, But, oh goodness, that's a lot. Are we yeah, we're taking them. Sorry, guys. Okay, bear with me. Oh man, table's about to get really crowded. Sorry, you guys. Alright, so, next cards out, we've got, Page of Pentacles. Followed by the Two of Pentacles. Then the Nine of Swords. So I kind of get the feeling it's like a small offer. Could be a monetary offer. Or trying to make up for it. But it's like a small token. This page is being the youngest members of the court cards. So this could actually be somebody young, a young person. Trying to make some kind of a small token offer. Could be, again, like I said, this kid, like if there was a kid involved, but it's not your bio kid. You know what I mean? It's like the kid probably wants to apologize on their parents' behalf. I don't know. I feel like if there are kids there, then yeah, definitely the kid feels away, and it just kind of wants to offer some kind of small something. You know what I mean? That's for some of you. Again, for others of you, this could just be them trying to make some kind of a small token of, like a small offer. They might want to try to win you back with gifts or something, to try to prove that they could do better and be better. This could be like flowers, but it's going to be something tangible, you know what I mean? Because again, pentacles are usually about things of value, so like money, like earthly possessions, gifts, physical, tangible things, Could also be like a practical, trying to, small acts of kindness to show that they've changed or something. But again, I get the feeling that you're kind of, for some of you, you might be going back and forth with this in your minds about it, but I don't know. I kind of get the feeling that this is more about, it could be like splitting up finances. You know what I mean? Because here with the Two of Pentacles, we've got this person who's juggling their pentacles. So it could be, having to, I feel like this is splitting finances. Or having to make a payout of something, try to come up with money to pay somebody out. Oh, okay, so it could be like a rental thing. I don't know. It's something to do with finances and having to like figure out your finances and how to remove your finances with this person. Okay, this could also be about trying to not knowing where to invest your money, time, effort. You know what I mean? So especially if this is somebody who's asking for another chance, you kind of, I don't know, should I, shouldn't I? But I don't think you will, because again, with the Nine of Swords here, it's like, you know, I don't feel like you think you can trust this person because you spent many a sleepless night kind of crying, upset over what this person did. You know what I mean? I can't help but notice the similarities here. You know what I mean? There was a lot of like mental anguish that this person caused you. You know, and I don't think you'll be able to get over it. Not anytime soon, anyway, and not with such a small offer. But anyways, next card out, we've got the Eight of Wands. Okay, so those are like this is a fast-moving energy. Could be, it's usually known as the arrows of love. So this person could be trying to like bombard you with a bunch of like messages of love, you know, lots of apologies, trying to make it up to you. This could also just be like a back and forth. This is also, again, like I said, a swift-moving energy. So this could be a very swift move that you've, you know, like I said, you dropped the bomb. And then just literally upped and moved very quickly. I mean, like physically moved out of your situation. You know, and again, this could just be them as well too, worried all night and trying to text you and trying to get you to take them back, trying to win you back. Next we've got is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so somebody who definitely knows their worth. The Three of Wands. Again, stepping forward, taking the next steps out towards your future. This is the like beginnings of a new journey, sort of the first steps on a new journey, if you will. You know, looking to your future. I don't know. I don't see you. Again, this is another journey card, right? So I really don't see you. And even with the two, if you can see the ship in the background, could represent a journey as well too. I really don't see you taking this person back. But yeah. Anyways, the Sun. Looking towards your happiness, journeying towards your happiness, knowing that you're gonna be better off. Again, for some of you, even though yeah, it sucks and it hurts, but again, I get the feeling that this is like a bittersweet thing because it's like deep down you knew that there was something wasn't right anyway. You know what I mean? And it's like now you just have your proof, and so it's kind of almost like a weight's lifted off your shoulders. You know what I mean? Again, especially if this person is like the type of narcissist who is very charming to everybody else, but is like really awful in real life. Somebody who's very manipulative and really good at lying and playing the victim and stuff. You know what I mean? Two of Swords. Okay, again, like I said, being indecisive about something. This is the second too, and it's about, yeah, being indecisive. So, could be that second guessing. But with the Two of Swords, it's usually as well also not having enough information to make any decision. You know, as you can see, this person, her eyes are bound, right? And her hands are crossed over her chest. So it's almost like she's in a defensive kind of pose as well too. You know, she's like balanced, but she's defensive. So honestly, I kind of get the feeling that this is more about an uncertainty towards the future. Not sure what the future is going to hold kind of deal. But I don't get like a negative about this. It's kind of more like an exciting, especially with the Sun. It's like knowing that you've got your whole future ahead of you, looking towards a new happy future and just kind of like not knowing what to expect. You know? Could be like for some of you, this could be the first time that you're operating without a proper plan, you know? But it's like, forget it. I'm just going to wing it because anything is better than being with this person. Right. Continuing on, we've got the Two of Wands. Okay, yeah, so that's about making plans. So we got the third two again now. So, you know, not being sure what to do. Knowing that you don't have enough information. to make a decision, and then deciding to maybe educate yourself and start to actually make plans. As you can see, this person, he's got this globe, the world in his hands, and he's looking towards the future. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, it's almost like, instead of looking at a globe, he's basically just looking at a map. So it's like just realizing that you've got the world is in your oyster now. So it's like you don't know what to do. It's like, heck, I could do anything. The world is mine. The world is my oyster. And it's like that realization that you can do whatever you want now. You know what I mean? And then we've got the Seven of Wands. Okay, so the Seven of Wands is about being in a defensive. As you can see, this person is in a defensive position. So I get the feeling that for some of you, this could be like in-laws, friends of your ex. This could just be your ex as well, trying to, make all these advances towards you. It could just be people talking, people asking questions or whatever. This could be you having to defend your decision. You know what I mean? Especially, again, if there's somebody who is very, like I said, manipulative, so it could be that they've decided to send their flying monkeys, their friends, their family, or whatever. They probably spun some kind of a different tale completely, but it's like, but you're defending it, this is like their messages and their friends and whoever, you know what I mean? But it's like, you're now in a better place because strategically, as you can see, you're at the top of this hill. So now it's like you kind of feeling like you're having to defend your position there. So again, it could be that they're sending people to try to convince you to take them back. Again, this could also be their incessant attempts at trying to get you to take them back as well too, with all the messages, and sending people. But I definitely, again, see you standing firm on this. I don't see you taking this person back no matter what, because I genuinely get the feeling that you're going to be so much happier without them. You know what I mean? And then the last card out, okay, we've got the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is about nostalgia, about memories. You know what I mean? This person could be trying to use memories of the good times to try to win you back. You know what I mean? But I kind of get the feeling that, again, it's just you don't care. For some of you, you could have returned back home to stay with your parents. Gotten back in touch with your friends and family, the ones who were there for you, who continue to be there for you, the ones who saw everything that was going on and stood up for you, It could be you just going back home and spending some much needed time with them, just to show how much you appreciate them in your life and their support. You know what I mean? I get the feeling as well with the OGs, it's going to be a lot of reminiscing of the good times and just kind of like remembering who you were before you met this horrible person. You know what I mean? And just kind of like, yeah, remembering the amazing person that you were and just being nostalgic for that happiness before you met this person and they kind of turn your whole life upside down. You know what I mean? So it's almost like while they're looking back at your relationship with nostalgia and trying to win you back, it's like you've got nothing but like bad memories, and all their nostalgia is doing is like hammering into home what a good idea it is for you to have left. Yeah, I've had a relationship like that, guys, too once that, and it really be like that. So yeah. But again, I get the feeling with the Sun, like you're going to be good, It's like I get the feeling that a part of this healing is just remembering who you were before this person. You know what I mean? Especially if you are in a position where you're feeling like you're not going to be able to trust again, or like you just want to swear off relationships. I mean, I can understand, while going through the heartbreak, wanting to swear off relationships for a while until you've had a chance to heal. But, happiness is in your future again. You know what I mean? Again, the Queen of Pentacles, somebody who knows their worth, And I get the feeling, and again, this isn't gender specific. You could be a female and having your guy run out on you. You could be a guy having your girl run out on you. You could be like same sex, whatever. The point is that you're somebody who is very good with money, somebody who's very practical, very down to earth, very successful in your own right. You know what I mean? Even if you are a stay-at-home mom, someone who's good with a budget, Like you don't even necessarily have to be rich, but somebody who's very clever with money and knows how to stretch it and make it last, and how to make the most of it. You know what I mean? Somebody who's very nurturing and like earthy, good with kids. You know what I mean? So it's like you're gonna be fine. Whoever you are, you're coming up as Queen of Pentacles, you're gonna be absolutely fine. You get the Queen of Pentacles, the Sun, the Six of Cups. I get the feeling that with some of you, this is also happiness with your kids, and kind of like happy that now you can finally just have that time with your kids and it just be you and your kids and be happy. For those of you who do have kids, But again, for others of you, it's like, yeah, just happy to be back home with your peeps, with your friends, with the people who really looked out for you, and who stood up for you and spoke out for you, and who was there to witness everything, so that you could no longer be painted as a bad guy. And I definitely get the feeling, again, it's like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. Even if you're still, like, yeah, it still sucks that you've gone through it. But again, if you notice, there is no, like, Three of Swords here, right? So I kind of get the feeling that you're, like, beyond the heartbreak already. You know what I mean? Especially if you're the ones who, like, dropped this bomb, and kind of, like, exposed everything for what it is kind of deal. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah. I think you're beyond the Three of Swords moment, and it's like you're now just starting to heal. And it is going to take time, but don't worry. Like, you will. I definitely see happiness in the cards, a bit of nostalgia. So maybe, yeah, go back home, spend some time with your parents, your family, your old high school friends, your old college buddies, whatever, the OGs. Spend some time with the OGs, and, I guarantee you'll find happiness there. All right, you guys? Whew. Okay. I think I am going to close this reading out, but before I do, I'm just going to grab an inspiring quote from the You Got This deck. See if we can get any words of wisdom, words of encouragement, or words of advice for my star fam with regards to this spread. Okay. We all have the ability. The difference is how we use it. Indeed. We all have the ability. The difference is how we use it. So, I mean, are you going to be, not a nice person and you're going to cheat on your family? You know what I mean? Or are you going to be faithful? You know what I mean? Are you going to blow things up and get, like, revenge and go completely scorched earth? Or are you going to be a little bit more quiet? You know what I mean? We all have the ability. The difference is how we use it. Are you going to stay miserable and hurt? Or are you going to remember the good times, and be happy again? I certainly hope you guys focus on the happiness because it's definitely here for you. You've got a new start right here. Even though you might be a little bit uncertain at the moment, the new start is here, and it is a happy one. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Be strong. Stick in your position. And remember to, spend some time with the OGs. I promise you, they'll help remind you how strong you really are. Okay, you guys? Whew, I'm going to leave this here. I hope you enjoyed the spread. If it resonated, please be sure to like and subscribe so you can join the Soul Tribe. And as always, wishing you a copacetic Earth experience.